You ever look at your bank account at the end of the month and just wonder, where did it all go? It's a super common feeling, right? Like your money is doing this little vanishing act. Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain on this disappearing money trick and show you a simple system to make that money reappear where you actually want it, in your savings.
So let's be real for a second. Does this question hit a little too close to home? You know that feeling? That frustrating loop where your hard-earned cash is just gone before you can even think about saving for your big goals? If that sounds like you, hey, don't worry. You're definitely not alone. And the best part? There's a surprisingly simple way to break the cycle.
All right, let's get into it. The root of this whole problem, it isn't really about how much money you make. It's about the default system most of us just kind of fall into by accident. We're going to call it the invisible saving trap.
And here's the absolute heart of that trap. If you don't have a plan, your spending just naturally expands to whatever your income is. You get a raise? Awesome. But then, somehow, new expenses just magically appear to eat it all up. It's this human tendency that keeps us stuck on a treadmill, no matter how much we're earning.
Now look at this. These are two completely different worlds. On the left, that's what most of us do by default. Spend our money and then hope, there's something left to save. But on the right, that is the game changer. You save first, and then you spend what's left over. That one little flip in the order of operations, it's the key to absolutely everything.
So the big question is, how do you actually make that powerful shift happen without it feeling like a constant, draining battle? Well, the answer lies in what feels like a little bit of financial magic. It's called automation.
And this is it. It's not some complicated strategy. You literally just tell your bank, hey, on the day I get paid, before I can even see it, I want you to move this amount of money into a totally separate savings account. You set it up one time, and the system just does the work for you, forever.
And let's just break down how effortless this is. Step 1, your salary lands in your account, business as usual. Step 2, boom, instantly the system you set up whisks your savings away. And step 3, you just live your life with what's left while your wealth is quietly and consistently growing in the background. There's no stress, no remembering to do manual transfers, you can't forget.
Now let's talk about the real genius behind this, because it's not just about moving money around, it's about psychology. This entire system is designed to work with our natural human tendencies, not against them.
So here's why it works so well. We're all naturally drawn to the path of least resistance, right? This system makes saving the easy default choice. It literally designs a better environment for your money by getting it out of sight before you're even tempted to spend it. This means no more of those daily battles with your own willpower. It just automates a good habit so you don't even have to think about it.
Okay, let's visualize this for a second. Before you set up automation, your brain sees your entire paycheck as one giant pie of spendable funds. Every single dollar is mentally up for grabs, which makes it incredibly easy to say yes to that extra coffee or that impulse buy online. And now, look at this. After you set it up, your brain sees a smaller pie. That 15% you decided to save, it's already gone. It is totally out of sight, out of mind. And what happens is, you just naturally adjust your spending to fit this new, smaller amount. And honestly, you often don't even notice the difference. It creates this powerful psychological buffer.
But this system isn't just about tricking yourself into spending less. It's about kicking on one of the most powerful forces in all of finance, what we call the compounding engine.
And here's the real secret to compounding that nobody talks about enough. It's not about making huge, flashy investments. It's all about small, consistent contributions over a long period of time. And this automated system, it's the perfect, steady fuel for that long-term growth engine.
Just look at the incredible result on this chart. See how the growth starts off kind of slow, but then it just takes off? That massive jump you see between year 10 and year 20, that's not just your savings piling up. Oh no, that's your money starting to work for you, creating even more money all on its own. That is the power of the compounding engine in action.
So what does this growing pile of money actually do for you? Well, it becomes two amazing things at once. First, it's a safety net, right? It protects you from life's curveballs. But it's also the foundation, the capital that you can later use to invest or to start a business or to fund whatever your biggest dreams are.
So let's end this with a complete reframing of this whole idea. We tend to think of saving as, depriving ourselves today. But with this system, it's the absolute opposite.
I want you to let this one really sink in. Every automatic transfer is giving your future self a raise and adding a brick to your long-term vision. You're not losing money here.
You are actively investing in the life you want to build for yourself down the road.
And really, that's the whole point. We want to transform saving from this anxious, stressful chore into something that's just a seamless, positive part of your life. It becomes a quiet promise you make to yourself every single month that's executed perfectly by a system that never ever fails.
So I'll leave you with this question. Are you ready to team up with what is truly your most reliable financial partner? A system that works for you day and night, building your wealth in the background. It only takes a few minutes to set it up, and I promise you, your future self is going to thank you for it.